Okay, so this is video number 2. We're talking about cross-price elasticity and income elasticity on this review video. So let's jump right in. So remember, when we're talking cross-price elasticity, we're looking at two related goods. So we're looking at how the change of one good or the price of one good results in the change in the quantity demanded of another good, right? And so price always leads the way. When you're thinking about this logically, price has to change in one product in order to trigger a change in the quantity of another product. All right, so let's say the price of, let's look at these two down here, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Let's say the price of Pepsi goes up. It's more expensive. So what's going to happen to the amount of Pepsi you buy? Line of logic. If it's more expensive, you're going to buy less Pepsi, right? When you buy less Pepsi, what do you replace it with? Coke. So you buy less Pepsi, you increase the quantity of Coke. So if I take out that middle section, the price of Pepsi went up. As a result, the quantity of Coke you purchase went up, right? They're both moving in the same direction. There's a direct relationship. Those two goods are substitute goods, and vice versa. If the price of Pepsi goes down, what are you going to do to the amount of Pepsi you buy? Well, law of demand, we're going to increase the quantity demanded of Pepsi. So I buy more Pepsi because the price went down, price fell. I buy more Pepsi. What happens to the amount of Coke I demand? Well, that's going to fall. Right? So price fell for Pepsi, so the quantity of Coca-Cola I buy falls as well, right? So those are substitute goods. If they're moving in the same direction, they're substitute goods. What's this look like? It looks like coefficients, right? Our coefficients are positive in the event that we have substitute goods because they're moving in the same direction. We have positive number for Pepsi, price went up. And then quantity of Coke went up. That's a positive number, positive, positive, right? You pop it into your coefficient, percent change in quantity over percent change in price is going to give you a positive coefficient, which tells us that it's a substitute good. So if it's a positive coefficient, it's a substitute good because they're moving in the same direction. Even if they're both moving down, price went down for Pepsi, quantity demanded of Coke went down, that's two negatives make a positive, right? Easy way to identify that every single time. What about substitute or complementary goods? Sorry. So let's say we have toothpaste and toothbrush. If the price of a toothbrush went up, what's going to happen to the quantity of toothpaste that you demand? Well, the price went up, so I'm going to demand fewer toothbrushes as a result, right? That's the law of demand. So I demand fewer toothbrushes. Well, what's going to happen to the amount of toothpaste I buy? If I'm buying fewer toothbrushes, what's going to happen to the amount of toothpaste I buy? I'm going to buy fewer tubes of toothpaste, right? So price went up, but the amount of toothpaste I bought went down. We're moving in opposite directions. If when price goes up, the amount of a good or quantity of the other good I buy goes down, then that means they're complementary goods. They go together, right? And vice versa is true. If the price goes down for toothbrushes, I buy more toothbrushes, right? If I have more toothbrushes as a result of that, what's going to happen to the amount of toothpaste I demand? Well, that's going to go up as well. So price went down, toothpaste went up. Price went down for good A, toothpaste or the quantity demanded of good B went up. They're moving in opposite directions. That's when you have a complementary good. And that's always going to be a negative number, sorry. So the reason being is there's always a negative. If price goes up, then the quantity of the other good goes down. Positive, negative, that makes a negative. If price goes down, then the quantity demand of the other good goes up. So there's a negative and a positive, always kicking out a negative coefficient. Let's try an example here. Our price for A goes from $5 to $10. It's a positive number, right? But the quantity of B goes from 20 to 40. What's going to happen there? That's also positive. They're moving in the same direction. That's going to kick out a positive coefficient, which means we have substitute goods on our hands. This should make logical sense. When the price of these competitor goods goes up, right? When the price of one good goes up, people are going to demand more of its competitor, going to go up as well. Okay, hopefully that made some sense. We're going to stop here and then we'll pick up with income elasticity in our next video.